Yeah, just a good win for our team today because we didn't play great. We made a few mistakes and left a lot of runners out. It seemed like on base that when we had a chance to score people, I think we had a leadoff double. We didn't score, maybe a couple of them, but uh, had a couple big swings from Iredale, and then it was good to see Behava get into one, Oppo, and hit a two-run homer there, kind of give us a cushion. Going into the ninth, pitching was solid. I thought Gage had good stuff and really didn't have his breaking ball today and did it mostly with the fastball and the cutter. So that was impressive. And get that breaking ball going, it would have been a really good day for him. Carter came in and I think he got better as he got going a little bit. And then Coyle came in a rough, tough spot and did a nice job, and then got through the next inning, got us to Wiggins, and but it was really good to see our team score in the eighth. We always talk about scoring in the eighth, how important it is, whether you're trying to increase your lead or catch somebody and put a little pressure on them. And I think we had a leadoff double and then a home run, and had some more runners on, didn't get them over, which was disappointing because we should have scored at least one more that inning, maybe two. But like I told the team afterwards, we're still we got a lot of things we got to clean up. We had a ball in center field where the center fielder should have caught it running through the ball and keep somebody from tagging up. And next thing you know, the left fielder's diving and catching the ball, and that can't happen. Center fielder, that's his ball all the way, and take charge and go through it. So it's frustrating things going on out there, but also at the same time we're finding ways to win, and we're getting to see a lot of pitching this weekend. And, we still have another game on Monday where you'll get to see probably three or four more, and hopefully we can finish it off Monday.
Yeah. Well known, Brent can be that kind of hitter, but how good was it to see, producing in a clutch moment twice, tied the game and then gave you all the lead?
Yeah, that was big time. You look at what happened last night, the guy's close to having four home runs. He hit ball into the wind about as hard as you can hit it, and then he hit one, I guess, at the top of the fence. I never asked you guys, did he hit the top of the fence, by the way, or did he hit the back? So you thought it was a home run? Yeah. So, and it was tough. Look, but, to have Brent come through like that and, he had a changeup, he had a fastball. He's done some really good at bats. So, for a while there, he was about all the offense we had rolling. And then some other guys kicked it in later there.
What'd you see from Wiggins today? Seemed like a lot of fastballs, but the curveballs look good too.
Yeah, I thought he threw good. I don't know, 17, 18 pitches. And, most of them were right around the plate. Even his misses were close. And I thought he threw a couple of sliders that were close. And, yeah, it's good to see, a young guy come in, and it wasn't like we're only up one, but, still had to finish the game. And they get another guy on there, and it gets a little dicey because now they got the tying run at the play. They know he throws hard, so they're just cheating to the fastball as best they can. So you got to have another pitch, and he's got one. But it was really good to see. I thought all four of our guys threw really well today.
I know you've seen this from Wiggins, but his first four pitches today were 100 miles an hour on the stat tracker. Does it speak to just a different level of pitcher that you're seeing in the college game now?
Yeah, a little bit. You got some guys are ready to sign right out of high school, and they get a lot of money, and some guys are, when I say ready to sign, that's just what they want to do. Then there's some guys that, they want a lot of money, or they're going to go to college, and he could be in high A or A ball now, or rookie ball or whatever. But he's going to get a lot of development here, and he'll get his money. He's going to be patient, and he's going to enjoy it along the way, and be around guys for a couple of years. But we throw pitchers all the time, or players all the time, that they could have signed, and they decide to come to school. And but yeah, that's the play you're seeing these days. You got 20 rounds. A lot of the high school kids aren't getting drafted like they used to because they're not making it. They're spending a lot of money on them, and just talking to some GMs, they just it's a big gamble. So let them go to school for a couple 3 years. Wiggins is 2-year draft eligible. A lot of our guys are 3-year draft eligible, and let them get better there, and let's see if they can get the next level of hitters out. And if they can, then they'll take care of them.
I guess comes with the territory of opening weekend, but Zane Becker also his college debut with 2 doubles and catching behind the plate for the first time. Just what'd you think of how he went?
Well, I thought he did a pretty good job. Whenever you really don't notice the catcher, that means they're doing a good job. And, there's just one pitch that got by him. I think it was pretty far outside later in the game, but I don't think that was his fault all the way. He's a good blocker. He's really gotten a lot better receiving. We had, Gage and, him work together last weekend in their last scrimmage. And so just to get a little more familiar with each other, because this figured we'd catch Ryder the first couple of games, and then, we needed to get Becker some experience. And he's been hitting as good as anybody on our team, honestly, all spring or whatever this is, winter. And, since Christmas break, he's been really swinging it good. So we knew that, on the offensive side that he would give us some good at-bats. It was good to see him and Gage work good together.
For Gage, it wasn't a starter all year last year. It comes into the season as a starter, has a career high strikeouts. Did you notice, I guess, anything different with him, just full mindset that he's a starter today?
Well, we've been working him to be a starter since fall practice. And, obviously he was a starter in high school, summer ball. He knows how to do it. And he knows how to get ready and get on a routine and how to work throughout the week. So I guess I'm not surprised at how it went. I mean, I've seen him continue to get better as all 3 years here. Just keep climbing the ladder. Throws a lot of strikes. He works both sides of the plate. And like I said, today he did it with a cutter and a fastball. A breaking ball, he didn't throw it that much. And, some days his breaking ball is great. So when he gets all three going, it's going to be really, really tough to hit.
And then didn't know a ton about Washington State entering the series after 3 games. I guess, what is your take on them so far?
Well, what I told the team is they'll battle you at the plate, and they don't make a lot of mistakes. He had to replace a lot of guys off his team last year. This is their coach's second year there, and they didn't have a great season last year. And for one reason or another, whether it was graduation or kids leaving or him asking him to leave or whatever the case, he kind of went and got his own guys, and he went and got some really good players that. Whether they were transfers or JUCO guys. And, they're scrappy. Their pitching staff, they throw a lot of strikes, mix it up, and bring a lot of different looks at you. We don't know who they're throwing Monday yet, but I'm sure it'll be just like the first 3. They're gonna make you swing the bat.
I guess going off that in the preseason, you always talk about going from seeing your staff, which throws 96, 97, to maybe a staff that doesn't have somebody like that. Is that what some of the hitters are kind of slowly still working through?
Well, that's what we have to deal with. It is what it is. We get in league play, we're going to see it all the time, the velocity. But yeah, I mean, there's a difference between 96 and 90, or when you really get the difference, if you got somebody's fastball's 86, 87, like their first starter, but his stuff was really good because it was moving and he never threw it over the plate except on the edges. And, so you have to deal with that. So then we got to make sure the hitters aren't getting frustrated because they see it and they think, it's not throwing that hard. It's not the way it is. That's why they call it pitching. You got to pitch. You got to get them out. If you get them out, it doesn't matter how hard you throw. And, sometimes it just takes you a little longer to maybe convince your coaches that you need to pitch more. But if you keep getting people out, coaches are going to pitch them. It's just the way it works. But yeah, it's a little bit of adjustment for our hitters, but to the most part, all of their pitchers have thrown approximately the same velocity. So we don't have any excuses now. And we haven't been over the top offensively this weekend. I mean, there's been some guys pressing and trying to hit the ball too far and too hard. And hopefully they'll calm down a little bit.
Speaking on the pressing, it seemed like maybe Vahiva a little bit of pressing before the home run. I mean, is he a guy that kind of the same thing last year? He needs a little bit of success to relax a little and get the season rolling?
Well, I don't know if you call it pressing. I think, we have so much high expectation. Everybody thinks you're supposed to get a hit every time up or at least hit a ball hard. you got to take that off yourself and relax. You know, what I love about him is that he just keeps playing great defense and making plays, and he doesn't take his bat out to the field if it didn't go well. But yeah, I think so, just a little bit. I think everybody wants to get off to a good start, especially guys who are new in the program, coming in from another program. You know, they feel a little bit of pressure. You know, the high school kids probably not so much. You know, they're just nervous. So it's been a little bit of everything. So it's been good. We've gotten at least 3 games in. Looks like we have a chance to get that 4th one in on Monday, and maybe in some cool weather. But you know, it is what it is.
Sorry to not ask this yesterday, but just how difficult was the play Vahiva made the catch over and then throwing it home? I mean, just how rare is it, and what was it like kind of watching that from the dugout yesterday?
I mean, we made the comment, you know, on opening day, might have made the play of the year. I mean, you might not see a better play than that all year. I mean, athletically, you know, first off, he has the wind's blowing. It looks like the ball's going to go to the center fielder or the left fielder. Somebody else is going to catch. The next thing, it probably blew 30 yards in. I mean, it was amazing because he didn't break for it immediately. He thought the outfielder was getting, and then he took off when he saw that center fielder just couldn't get there, and they communicated a little bit, and he made an over-the-shoulder basket catch, and then, you know, just has a feel for the game, knew the runner was going to tag. And I mean, as soon as he caught it, he just spun and threw off one leg. I mean, he threw blind almost. And he didn't have a lot on it, but he threw it really accurate. And then, you know, maybe a little bit that got overlooked was that Ryder went out and got the ball with one hand with a catcher's glove, like a shortstop, and laid a tag, I think, on his thigh, somewhere in there. We thought he tagged him. I mean, it was a great play. And, you know, again, difference between being down 2 going into the bottom of the 10th, or maybe more, because, you know, they only would have had 2 outs. They might drive in another run. You never know. So, yeah, it definitely, you know, helped us win that game.